Hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
How you doing?
Great.
I miss you.
I miss you, too.
Oh.
What happened? It's been like a solid week. We just didn't hang out this weekend.
I know. I don't like it. I
No.
can't stand for it.
No.
You know?
We've been too busy and I don't like it.
Yeah, but I'm seeing you now, which is nice. And I also get to hang out with you tomorrow.
I know.
Which is nice.
God damn!
What's your goddamn? That you get to hang out with me tomorrow?
It should be. It should be. But my goddamn is instead that for a very brief moment, I have been asked to come out of retirement. I know. I know.
Oh my God, I almost threw up. Sorry, I had to
know.
stifle my vomit. What happened? What do you mean?
I
Ew.
know.
Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Why?
I gave very limited hours, very hard boundaries.
Wait a minute. I just became a stam.
No,
so
no.
you can't.
No. I'm not staying at work. Like,
Okay.
I will be working maybe 4 days in the next 3 weeks.
Okay, I can handle that.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
for like very limited hours and things. But,
Ooh.
you know, coming out of retirement. That was gonna be my goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got in my car on the way here and
Yeah.
I closed the door, as you do.
Right?
And
If your doors are on your Jeep.
If your doors are on your Jeep,
Right.
exactly. And they are right now. So I closed my door and then I looked over and hovering, I don't know, fucking
Spider.
12 inches from my face. You would think it's a spider.
What's
you know
it
what
gonna
it
be?
was?
A crane fly.
Girl. Is a crane fly one of those big ass fucking
It's like the Jurassic Park looking motherfuckers, but we call them mosquito
mosquitoes?
hawks.
Yeah. One of those, but smaller.
Yeah.
Like real small.
Yeah.
The scream that erupted from my mouth because I did not immediately recognize it as that.
Yeah.
And
they're
it was
prehistoric looking motherfuckers.
It was not moving though. It
Yeah.
was just fucking hovering right there, and it was looking at me. So it looked like one of those
like
like
it wasn't
you know,
flying,
no, it was flying,
but it was hovering.
but it was just still. And
Erin,
it
it was
was
an
fucking looking at-
alien.
Girl, I was like, that shit's an alien, 100%.
Yeah.
It's only the size of a dime though, and so
Well, I think in the alien world, some deep rabbit hole I ever read one time when I was stoned as fuck or some shit was that like they have little bug robots or
Yeah.
whatever. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's aliens do or if we do, but there is such a thing.
Sure.
Why you
So-
got them spying on you?
I don't know, but
What'd you do?
my brain immediately was like, that's not normal. That's not a bug. I don't know.
Something
I
is wrong
screamed.
here. There's a glitch in the matrix.
Blood curdle screamed in my Jeep, and then like, woof! Like,
Oh, good. Great.
flacked
So now
at
he's in
it.
your fucking hair.
No, I ended up killing it. It was not robotic.
Turns out it was a true insect, huh?
Turns out, I think it actually was a bug. But Jesus Christ, my fucking life flashed before my eyes. I was like,
Yeah.
that shit was a predator.
Your soul left.
Oh my God.
body.
I was so scared.
Dude, those things are terrifying. To be fair, like they make my heart sink every time I see them by surprise. You
And
know,
there's so, it would like
it could take a screen door out.
the like arms and
Yeah,
legs and stuff. They
yeah.
could take a screen door out. If that thing pushed hard enough, I think it could.
I
I
think
don't
that's
know.
why they call them crane flies, is because their arms and legs are like that.
I don't like
I don't
it.
either.
I do not
I hate
like
them
it. It's like
too.
a spider on crack.
With wings.
I don't like it.
Yeah. So I think it happens like around this time of year and then after it rains. Because I've seen so fucking many of them
Have
around
you?
my house and in my backyard because it's like been, I mean, for San Diego, it's been rainy.
Yeah, this is the first one of the season for me. And he came from inside the fucking house.
Ugh,
He was in the
that's
Jeep.
where they are. They're always on the fucking curtains or something. And I'll go to open the curtains and one flies out and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how the fuck did you get here? And then I'm screaming at the kids, close the goddamn screen. Oh
Baby
my God.
girl has started yelling, Jesus! That stuff now. I'm like, ah. My bad.
Yes, we've all been through that era.
Yeah. And she laughs after, like she knows she's not supposed to. I'm
She's
"Can
like,
you
that
not?"
one got me. That was solid for my core. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad you survived the robotic crane fly,
I am too.
which is also going to be my band name.
robotic crane fly. It's a good one. I was scared. I was not okay. I thought Brandon, because he had like walked me out and then went inside, closed the garage door, and the scream came. I was like, that garage door is going to open up again.
He's going to be like, did you get murdered?
It didn't.
Okay.
No.
Well, we know how to murder you then.
You know how else to murder me?
What?
I was sleeping the other morning and
In your sleep. You're right. You sleep through everything.
I sleep through everything. But in this one, a fucking car alarm started going off, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Somebody's teared off their goddamn car alarm, but I live in a valley, so like it could be coming from anywhere, right? It's pretty
Shit
loud. It
echoes
sounds
up
like
the canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's coming from right outside, but like it's probably 3 streets down or whatever. So then my kid comes into my room and he's like, Mom, your car alarm is going off. And
It was
I was
yours?
like, yeah, it was mine. Here's the problem. I leave my car unlocked.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know what could have caused the car alarm to go off.
Oh.
Yeah. So then I
been haunted.
hop out of bed. I don't have pants on. I run outside because I told Brandon, I said, go be a man. Like,
You didn't
go,
have pants on? You ran outside? Your
Yeah.
neighbor just cut that tree down, girl. They're going to see you in your skivvies.
girl. I don't have good survival instincts. I don't know.
You just panicked.
I was like, I don't need pants to thwart a fucking robber.
Hey,
They're
look
gonna
over
be here, you know?
They're going to be like, damn, half the work's done already.
That'll
She's
distract
unwrapped.
them. And then I can get in the car or the house real quick. I don't know. I didn't have a plan.
Look over here.
Well, also, my kid followed me outside, and I'm like, hey, man, if we're going to die, you should stay inside.
Right. I don't want us to die.
Yeah. But I yelled to Brandon, go be a man, and he said, what? No. And I was like, I guess I'll be a man. And then I went outside. And then I looked back at the house, and he's just outside on the porch, like, watching me. I'm like, you just let me come down here to die.
Yeah, he's watching the bait.
Yeah. There was
Seeing
no
if
one.
anybody takes it.
He's like, she ain't got pants on. You gonna do anything?
Can you imagine how inconvenienced he would be if he had to? Like, God damn it, there was somebody there.
Hey, don't touch her. That one's mine.
No, God damn it. Oh my God. You've had quite the fucking 24 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was in 24 hours.
It's
but...
pretty close.
Yeah, it's a lot. Oh my God. I think your Jeep is haunted.
It might be. I don't know.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
What'd you
But
do? Did somebody
Brandon
curse
starts
you?
saying, oh, it sounds like your battery's dying. I don't think that is what happens when your
Erin,
battery dies.
Your fucking Jeep died out front of my house when you first got it.
That was
so
one
he might be
time.
onto something. Well, and it had happened to you earlier.
That
in
was 2
another
times.
parking lot. He might be onto something. Maybe there's some wires crossed somewhere and it's draining it.
There might be.
But
I
that
don't know.
wouldn't send off the alarm, would it?
No, none of that would put off the
I think it's
alarm.
haunted.
It might be. I don't know.
I
The
think
other
so.
day, also, I brought the kids to soccer practice, and then we were walking back from soccer practice to the Jeep, and the fucking back door was just wide open.
Girl, mine keep doing that. I think it's the kids, though.
It
Remember
is-
when you came to my house and my
Yeah.
door was open?
Yeah.
That just happened to me like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And it was open all fucking night.
Oh, no.
I know. So I was like, don't know if we have a battery. And then Lee came up later. And he's like, good news, your car starts. I'm like, oh, shit.
That is
Did you
good
just
news.
start it really quick? You should probably let it run.
Right?
I don't know if you know how car batteries work.
The rest of the juice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Fucking same.
I did
just-
that whole thing too. Hope we have a car battery, blah, blah, blah. And my kid's like, why didn't you close it? I'm like, motherfucker, close your door on your
Yeah.
side? What do you mean?
What is going on? Yeah, I know. Fucking seriously. Goddamn
Anyway.
mom life.
What's your goddamn?
My goddamn's a happy, exciting one.
I'm so
for
excited.
once, for finally. So since I've been a stay-at-home mom now for a couple weeks, yeah, and I've had a solid week of them back in school post-spring break.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, I finally felt inspired enough to actually get out in my fucking garden, which, by the way, is a disaster. My whole
Hell
front
yeah.
yard, everything it's like a fucking picture of my mental health. But I had a little bit of time to go out there, and so I was like pulling out all the shit that needs to be, like the fucking broccoli has bolted, like it's done, and it took up the whole goddamn, it had seeded and everything. So I was like pulling it out, and then I noticed, because I had planted, before I went back to work, which is now like a year ago. But before I had went back to work, I had thrown a shit pot full of seeds in. Like just planted every fucking seed I had, and I had a little watering system. So I was like, whatever grows, grows. I'm going to be back at work. I already know that this is going to get out of control, but at least I'll get something. And I got
Yeah.
some things, and it was so great and wonderful, and I loved it. So as I was pulling the broccoli out, I noticed there's a whole fucking patch of carrots that I've been growing for like a year and a half. I don't know how fucking long it takes to grow a carrot, but it took
Is
forever.
it like 2 feet long? It just keeps coming.
No, they're like normal sized carrots. It
Oh,
fucking
shit.
takes years to grow a goddamn carrot. Or I'm just impatient. But anyway, clearing it out, right? I didn't get it all done, but I started clearing from one side to the other. And so I started pulling out, I pulled out maybe half the carrots. Girl, I got so many fucking carrots. Do you? I'm so stoked. And I just looked up like how to store them and everything. So like carrots are my first little homestead thing where I'm going to dehydrate them and can them. And you guys are going to get dehydrated carrots so that you can put them in your soups or whatever you need
Okay.
them for.
Yeah.
Or you can rehydrate them and eat them, but it doesn't sound good.
Okay.
And also, I'm
I'll take
so
some
excited.
raw carrots too. My kid snacks on
Oh,
that
do
shit
they?
like Bugs
I have
Bunny.
some in the fridge right now
Yeah.
then. Because I still have half a fucking patch to pull out, but I figured, because we don't, okay, here's the thing. I'm super stoked about this. My family does not really eat carrots. We'll eat them raw occasionally, like
Yeah.
very occasionally. It's not that we don't like them. It's just like I never get them and I never
Yeah.
serve them.
Yeah.
And
And who puts carrots and stuff?
I actually don't like cooked carrots.
No, they're not good. That's what I mean. Who puts carrots and stuff? Like, oh, a mushy fucking orange thing.
No. But it's like every fucking soup calls for them, so I'll throw them in. Like, I'll eat them, but I
Yeah.
never want them.
Yeah.
So I'm really stoked about this because this is like my first trial run on how to make shit like shelf stable.
Yeah.
And I'm learning because it turns out you can't just normally can them. Like, you have to pressure can carrots.
Oh.
Because they're not like high enough acidity that you'll get like botulism if you just do like the normal self-sealing canning process.
Okay.
Which is all I know. I know, girl, look at me looking this up. That's why we got to dehydrate them. And we're just going to get some basic ass fucking dehydrated carrots. But it's my first step in learning how to do all this.
I like it.
I know. And I
That's
feel like
exciting.
inspired. Like, I want to
Yeah.
go get the jars and all that stuff. And I have all the shit. So I'm like, let's dehydrate some motherfucking carrots.
Hell yeah.
And then we'll have carrots for years. Neither of us are going to need carrots for recipes
Go grab one of the cans of carrots.
because we don't eat that many fucking carrots.
No.
But it's my first step. So then we both get to experience it and watch it. You guys tell me if your carrots get moldy before you use them.
Okay.
And then we learn from it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Because
How
I can't
fun.
eat this many carrots and they're going to go bad. I've pulled carrots from the garden to like serve and eat, and I'll like roast some and they're delicious. But my kids don't like, they're like, whatever.
Yeah.
And
cool.
I can only eat so many fucking roasted carrots because I don't love roasted carrots.
Right.
Like, I'll have 2 on my plate and I'm like, that was plenty.
Can you put salt on it?
Oh, I salt the
Yeah.
fuck out of them.
Yeah.
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 They're roasted.
Yeah. My kid will just, if you shave them down, he'll just carry it around. He likes them. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you can eat like one
Right.
a day.
Right. When I was
Maybe.
little. Well, and these carrots are kind of ugly because they're all twisted because I did not space them. Like, I threw it all in there. So they all grew together. So I'm like,
Oh.
whatever. I'll just cut them into little
Yeah,
circles
who cares?
and dehydrate them. And
Yeah.
they'll be ugly as fuck. But then they'll be in our food.
Yeah. And still eating it.
Yeah. And then
love
it'll be in
it.
the back of our pantry for years.
How?
And I
Fun.
won't have to grow carrots again.
Ever. And then you can do it with broccoli or whatever you do with broccoli.
Right.
you
We're
know?
going to learn.
do
We're
the
gonna
next
learn.
one. Yeah.
But the harvest I have right now are carrots. So we're starting with carrots.
I like it.
And I'm just super stoked because this is like my first entry level,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to like contribute to the commune.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I know. Anyway, I'm so excited.
How
I feel
fun.
like it's my first little spark into getting to do something that is like sort of creative and also towards my end goal.
Yeah,
So,
for you.
even if it's a fucking vegetable I don't give a flying fuck about, but
But you grew
I'm
it,
learning.
you
Yeah.
know?
And I learned about botulism in carrots.
Which is a good thing.
The
to learn.
other option is I could pickle them, but who wants a fucking pickled carrot?
No.
And I don't need that many pickled carrots. I could do like a jar and
Yeah.
we'll bring it out at Thanksgiving. But like
Of
I don't
pickled
need,
carrots.
I don't
like to say you did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm not going to.
Yeah. Maybe pickled with like jalapenos and stuff. Ooh,
Yeah.
little spicy carrots.
Oh my God, what was I thinking?
What
You're
were you
right.
thinking? Those are pickled, aren't they?
They are. I love spicy carrots.
You need to pickle your carrots. I was like, gross. And now fully
Yeah.
on board.
Maybe we'll do half dehydrated, half pickled.
There you go. Get the spicy carrot.
Yeah,
My
I'm gonna have
dad
to
will
look
get
that
down on
up.
those,
I
too.
bet it's
Yeah.
onions, garlic,
Some
jalapenos.
some kind of peppers in
Girl, we're on it. I'm so excited. I'm just excited to have the time to do the things I've been dying to do.
there. Yeah.
And I feel like I'm right now on the cusp. Like I just harvested.
Hell
you know?
yeah. How fun is that?
No. Oopsie.
Look at us moving on up in the world. Except
Right?
that now I'm going to go back to work for
That's
a very
okay.
minimal time.
That's
but-
okay.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to hear about murder?
Mimosas. Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
is that what you meant?
Well, as you are all probably aware at this point in our lives, Dylan has researched this one too. So,
Yay, Dylan.
thanks, Dylan. I hope we didn't do it before. I don't think we did. I read it, and
Didn't ring any bells.
it didn't ring any bells. But you know how
Girl.
you're like,
Do you know that I started research? I got a page in and I realized it was an episode I fucking already covered.
it's not even me.
No. I was like, how? How did I not recognize any of these names? Like, what the fuck?
It's hard.
I know, and I was so
many
pissed.
names.
Because I had the case, I was a page in. The first page is the one where you're trying to get everything together,
Yeah,
too.
you
So,
get
like,
the flow.
yeah. And right as I
like,
was about to flow, I was like, hold up.
this sounds really familiar. I feel like I've made this joke before.
God damn it. All right, what's up?
All right.
What's Dill got for us?
Well, I am going to tell you about Cheryl Coker. He said rhymes with choker, so you know
Yeah.
it's not Cheryl
but
Coker. Cheryl Coker.
Not Cocker.
She was born on April 24th, 1972,
Okay.
making her a Taurus.
Taurus.
She is dependable, stubborn, grounded, and sensual.
I was going to say a dick because my brother's a Taurus and I
Oh.
love him so much. He's
well,
the
apparently
nicest
he's
dick I know.
sensual too.
Ew, I don't want to know that.
Gross. So she grew up in Dayton, Ohio, and was known to be outgoing and always...
I've been there.
Have you?
Yeah.
When?
Wait, maybe I'm thinking of Dalton. Is Dalton in Kentucky? I was somewhere where there was a bank robbery, and I think it was Dayton, Dalton, something like that. And there were like 3 robbers. I don't know if it was fucking Billy the Kid. I don't know.
Sorry, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. When I was younger, my parents took me on fucking road trips all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
And I was either in Dayton or Dalton or something that sounded like that.
Uh-huh.
And there was a robbery. There's
Like
some
while you were there?
No.
Fucking
Like,
Billy the
this is
Kid came out and robbed a
No,
bank
this
in
is
front
like
of
if you were to go to Tombstone, Tucson,
Oh,
where you're
okay.
like at the fucking store or something,
and
and
they're
they're like,
like,
anyway, Big Nose Kate shot a bullet in that.
This is
whatever.
where the bullet holes are in the
yeah.
side of our brick building.
But it was like an old bank, and it was some big robbery that had happened. See, my parents took me to shit before I was old enough to know what the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm. And
So
then
then
you're
I'm
just
standing
like,
out there
I've
like-
been to Dalton, Ohio.
Yeah.
I saw a bank robbery.
Yeah. But then as I was saying it, I'm like, that might have been a different place. I don't know.
You know?
And you know what? That's all that was there. Like, there was nothing else. Like, I don't know why. We're probably just passing through.
I feel like I've heard of Dayton, Ohio before, but I don't know why. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a big
Place.
thing. Yeah. It's a thing. You guys have stuff there.
I'm sure there was a
Things.
robbery at one time.
I'll bet they did have a robbery at one point. Maybe it was the same place. Also, brick buildings? Probably.
Maybe I'll cover that case next week. All right.
Joe
Buildings,
Scoggins
obviously. Okay, go on.
Okay, so Dayton, Ohio.
Yep.
She was known to be outgoing and always spent time with friends and family.
Okay.
She was the youngest of 4, and she was open and bubbly and always made a point to check in with people around her to make sure that they're doing well, right?
Right.
She was a
So
very
we're going to
friendly
know
person.
when she's kidnapped.
Bum, 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 bum.
Dee-dee.
Cut to her as an adult. She finds a man, unnamed.
Ew. Like, that's his name?
What a terrible name.
How confusing.
She gets married, and they have a daughter named Marissa.
Oh.
And Cheryl and Man eventually get a divorce.
Uh-huh.
And Cheryl is left to take care of Marissa on her own.
Oh, boy.
She gets a job at General Motors, working the line.
Yeah.
And this is where she finds her next husband, William, who went by Bill Coker.
Why not Will?
I don't know. It was my dad, William Bill.
Isn't that kind of
Sometimes
weird?
we call him Billiam.
Do you ever call him Will?
No.
Huh.
I called him Buck a couple times because Bill is a buck, right? Uncle Buck. You remember that? Yep.
Oh.
Tried to get my cousins to call him Uncle Buck. It didn't stick.
No.
No.
Damn it.
I know. I
Oh,
got
well.
time. I got kids.
They're lost.
Grandpa Buck. Bill is quiet and reserved, so quite the opposite of Cheryl's bubbly self, right? And they get married in July of 1999. Bill adopted Marissa, and then they had another daughter together named Michaela in 2003.
Okay.
Okay? And they bought a home in Riverside, Ohio.
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 Gritty in Ohio. Swag like Ohio.
I've never been to Ohio.
I have. My mom's from there.
Allegedly. Your mom is from there?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
That's where
that.
she was born.
I would have guessed like Nebraska
No.
or like
Ohio.
Kentucky, Oklahoma.
Oh,
somewhere
there's
like...
a lot of Kentucky in my life, too. My uncle lived there. I don't know why. Did she live there? I don't know why, but I've been to Kentucky a lot. Like, my summers, we would drive there, and my uncle had, like, a house on a lake that he built. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds fancy, but it was literally, like...
A shed.
Well, it was a big one, though, but it was, like, they were building it when we would go, so it was, like, fancy camping, you know? There was a toilet, but, like... You might not have toilet paper because it was my uncle's house and there were no women around, you know? But we got to shoot off so many cool fireworks and go swimming in the lake. Good memories.
That's fun.
Kentucky is beautiful.
I bet.
And we're in the fucking... Does it have mountains? I feel like we're in the mountains. We're in the fucking middle of nowhere.
I have no idea.
Anyway.
That's
so,
the American public education system.
That's fucking your geography
Yeah.
teacher.
Ohio, it just feels too north for me, for your mom. You know?
I know, right?
Like-
it kind of does,
I
huh?
thought she was from the South.
Yeah, like more southern.
Yeah. Okay, so Cheryl found a secret phone in Bill's car.
No. Wait, in the 90s? Was it one of those big-ass brick phones?
2003, they had another
Okay,
kid.
so like a Nokia or an Ericsson.
Well, they had their child in 2003. So then at some point after that,
Okay,
I'm guessing,
okay,
right?
okay. So it might have been a Sprint prepaid. We don't know the
We
details.
don't know. It could have been a slide, you know?
Yeah.
With a chocolate, a glide, what were those called?
I don't remember. A sidekick or something?
Yeah, a
that
sidekick
flipped
where you flip it to the side.
and they had a keyboard.
Yeah.
That was the coolest shit.
Maybe it was a BlackBerry. We don't
Oh,
know.
one could imagine.
Yeah.
Or Palm Pilot.
Yeah, you'd be like, that one's for work, though.
Yeah.
And then no one would question him.
Yeah.
You have a whole computer right there?
Oh my God. I had a BlackBerry one time.
Did you?
Yeah.
The numbers were always too small. The letters were too small for me.
I figured it out. It had like a rolling ball for a mouse.
Yeah, yeah.
God, what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Need to go back.
I had the chocolate and the Glide, the one that you turn sideways, and also the original Verizon one that you flip up.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
girl.
Fancy.
No big deal.
That shit had touch screen on it.
I recall.
And
it
then when
was
it
just,
got
like,
too hot,
on
it
or
would just
off.
touch.
Yeah.
Like, it's calling someone.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
I can't, I'm sorry. Can't hang up. You're going to need to hang up.
My phone's too hot. I'm putting it in the freezer.
I slept with it under my pillow.
Honestly, I
It was a
forgot about those
mistake.
days.
Okay, so at some point, Cheryl finds a secret phone in Bill's car, right?
Okay, yeah.
Possibly a BlackBerry. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And she confronts him about it.
Bold.
He admitted to having an affair.
Bill William.
And Cheryl said that she would get a divorce if he didn't stop. She's like, hey, man, like, we're building this life together.
that feels reasonable.
I agree.
You gotta stop.
Pretty reasonable. You can't dip your ink in fucking company pens or whatever the fuck.
Get your quill out of here.
Yeah, get that quill out of here. Out of that other woman. She agreed to have an open marriage,
Oh.
but only if they communicated with each other who they were with and they weren't allowed to develop feelings for another person, right?
Okay,
So-
well, hold on. Does that mean she gets to also fuck around and find out?
Yeah.
In for
Yeah.
it. That sounds great. What a great deal. This
Yeah.
is not going to end in a healthy manner, but like, what a great time for her.
What a great time for her. I feel like that needs to be a discussion before you discover the cheating. You know, like
Sure.
if that kind of situation is
Right.
going to work out.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe don't cheat first and then be like, hey, now that we're here.
Anyway, it was just a bang. You telling me I can't bang her?
How weird.
I didn't even like her.
I just wanted to dip my quill in her ink.
Yeah. So I guess they were going to try the open marriage thing.
Okay.
This open marriage went on for several years.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
several of Cheryl's friends said that she didn't do it to stay with Bill. She did it because she wanted to, and it made their sex life stronger. So,
Okay.
by all accounts, Cheryl was into it, right?
So she's like, listen, I'm no longer emotionally attached to you. I just want to fuck around and
Yeah.
have sex.
but we'll still have a family.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
In April of 2018, Cheryl discovered that Bill was in a romantic relationship.
He developed feelings? That dick.
He developed feelings for a woman, a coworker
Uh-oh.
named Erin.
Oh,
It
what a
wasn't me.
bitch.
What a bitch. What a bitch. There can be only one. So Cheryl again.
We were all thinking it. You had to say it.
Cheryl again threatened to file for divorce if he didn't end things with Erin because she's like, hey, you're getting too close to her. you
Right.
know?
I'm supposed to be your favorite.
Yeah, we agreed no feelings. You
I'm
need
the
to
Pikachu.
Fucking get that bitch out of here, right? I am the Pikachu. You chose me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bill wanted to keep up appearances since he didn't want a divorce, right? Like, he's
Yeah.
a family man and all that.
Okay. Well, fucking chill then,
But
homie.
he also didn't want to leave Erin.
Yeah. Well, she's got the best inkwell in town, it sounds like.
It's so deep.
It's so wet.
Ew. So he decided that they should wait for Michaela to finish high school.
Okay.
And then, you know, they could go
Sure.
their
Let's
separate
finish
ways.
this little image.
Mm-hmm. So Cheryl was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
No, don't like it. And she filed for divorce on September 21st of 2018
Dang. Okay.
after
Well, good for her.
19 years of marriage.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But, I mean,
How strong?
some of those years were
Fucking around.
dipping around.
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, I can get this shit anywhere. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. She's like, turns out my inkwell is also wet.
Yeah.
Isn't that
And
weird?
pretty deep.
Oh my god.
She also filed for full custody of Michaela, and Marissa was already older than 18, so they didn't have to worry about her,
Okay.
right? And Cheryl jokes with another coworker via text about Bill getting served divorce papers.
Mm-hmm.
One text from Cheryl reads, LMAO, so I'll be in tomorrow if I'm not dead. Bah, ha, 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 ha.
Oh no. Oh no, that's some shit we would send each other.
That is some shit we would send each other.
Ugh, my
Also-
biggest fear.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds like she's gonna be dead.
Sounds not great.
Yeah.
So that evening, Cheryl and Bill were arguing about the divorce.
Uh-oh.
I guess they're still living together, right?
Yeah, but why argue about it? You just made a decision.
Well, because he was like, no, wait till after high school. And she was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna.
I guess that's true, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, you've been served.
Yeah. And then he's like, why'd you do that? And
Yeah.
she's like, I will argue with you
yeah.
because I wanted to. So,
Because my inkwell is wet too. Damn it.
and it needs a pen.
Is.
You're stupid.
I know. I'm like a 12-year-old boy right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So they're arguing, right? They still live together. They're arguing about the divorce. And then she became so scared of Bill that she decided to get a room at a hotel for the night.
Oh, good for her.
Okay? When she returned to the house...
That's scary, though.
It's
Be that
real
afraid.
scary. Yeah. But she eventually did go back to the house. When she came back, they started sleeping in separate rooms.
Okay,
Right? It's like
yeah.
the marriage is over.
Right.
On September 29th and 30th of 2018, Bill took Erin and Michaela to Florida for a vacation.
Florida?
Florida! So now he's taking his daughter
Yeah.
and a fair partner
Mm-hmm.
on vacation to Florida, right?
Okay.
And Cheryl stayed in Ohio for a family wedding. I guess she was unaware that Erin was on the trip.
Oh, wait. I did not pick up that it was Erin. In my mind, it was Cheryl.
No.
Sorry for
he
exiting the story for a second.
He took his daughter, their daughter, and his affair partner and was like, let's all head to Florida.
Oh, no.
I don't know what Michaela thought of that.
Yeah.
Or if she's like, who's this?
Why
is your coworker coming?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Ew,
fucking weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
All right. But they are on divorce. Like, they're separated.
They are separated. Sure.
Okay. Weird for the daughter.
Strange to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find it weird. Also, she filed for the divorce on September 21st, and they went on this vacation on the 29th and 30th.
Well, obviously, he's like, well, if you're going to divorce me, I'm just going to keep boning her.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But like a week later, and you're going to bring your daughter along? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, super, super weird.
I got
To bring your daughter?
I got
is a little-
judgments.
Yeah.
I'll try not to pass them. Better
No,
you.
I'm here for him.
So she's unaware that Erin was on this trip, right?
Okay.
And then Bill and Michaela returned home late on Sunday, October 1st.
Okay.
Okay? On the morning of Monday, October 2nd, 2018, Cheryl dropped Michaela, who was 15, off at school. And then she was never seen again.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Michaela called and texted Cheryl all day, and eventually by 8 p.m., she asked Bill where her mom was.
Yeah.
Right?
How come mom didn't get me from school? She dropped
Right.
me off. I didn't see her. What happened? Where
He
is she?
said he didn't know. And so Michaela called family members who also said they didn't know where she was and they hadn't heard from her, right?
That's not good. That's not good at all.
This is obviously out of character for
It's really
Cheryl.
sad that the daughter's the one asking around.
Well, the dad doesn't care.
Yeah, clearly.
Right.
He doesn't want anybody to be looking for.
Yeah, he's got his own fucking issues, I guess.
Oh, I'm over here thinking for sure it was him.
Weird. So, this is out of character for Cheryl, right? She was really close to her family. They talked all the time. It's,
Red flags.
yeah, unusual that she wouldn't have checked in with somebody.
Right.
So, Cheryl's sister Margie immediately went out searching and called the police, right?
Okay, good.
She explained that she had talked to her sister every single day after work, and today she hadn't talked to her.
Yeah. Thumbs up. We can't get a hold of her.
Yeah. So police go and talk to Bill, and when they ask if he knows where Cheryl is, he says, quote, "We're getting a divorce. She has a boyfriend. I have a girlfriend."
Okay. Good update, my friend. Did you answer the question?
Cool. So is she at the store, or like
She
did
with
she
her
say
boyfriend? What are you talking about?
go inside? What's her boyfriend's name?
Right.
Does he have a phone number? You know,
Right.
can I talk to him maybe? So when the police looked into Cheryl's recent hookups, they found nothing suspicious.
Okay.
Bill didn't seem concerned at all that his wife was potentially missing.
Right, Bill. Right, Bill.
Interesting. It's
Okay.
almost like he knows where she is.
Okay. So weird.
So police place a bolo out for Cheryl's car,
Yeah.
but Michaela goes one step further and uses the Find My iPhone to locate her
Love
mom's
it.
phone. Right?
Love it. Yes.
It pings at the Kroger, which is a grocery store,
Oh.
in the parking lot less than a mile from their house.
Oh, she's just hanging out in the grocery lot parking lot. Grocery
know.
store parking lot?
Yeah, as you do. Just a tub of ice cream, and she's like, "I'm going to eat through this divorce."
Yeah. Honestly, sometimes I daydream about sitting in my car just to get away.
Yeah,
You know?
I could
Just
see
to
it for
sit.
sure. Especially at a grocery store parking lot, all the snacks you could need.
Honestly.
Right there?
I don't need to go anywhere.
Easy. So Michaela and Cheryl's family go to the Kroger,
Mhm.
where they find Cheryl's car abandoned.
Uh-oh. Now, is this same day that she's missing or is this next day?
I think it's same day, but I'm not
Okay.
positive.
Go, daughter, you know?
Honestly. The car was locked with Cheryl's purse, license, credit cards, and phone inside.
Sure, he left it a fucking mile from the
Mile.
house.
A mile from the
Wow,
house.
bud.
Yeah. And like, what's the plan? She went into Kroger and then teleported.
And it's 2018. We got CCTV.
Right.
Like, what?
You would think.
Not here, not at the Kroger.
We don't know. So The family calls the police, and the police call Bill to come on down as well, right? And when Bill shows up, one officer notices cuts on Bill's elbows.
Sure, because he was in a scuffle. On his elbows.
His elbows.
Did he fall backwards?
He got knocked down. I don't know.
I get knocked down.
But he got up again. And he was like, that's
you ain't never
Cheryl's
gonna
car.
keep me down.
Yeah, you ain't never gonna keep me down.
He said, what? What'd you say?
That's Cheryl's car. I was trying to make it rhyme. It didn't. So he shows up. They were like, yo, what's up with your elbows, bro? But the elbows paired with his lack of, concern.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, for Cheryl being missing.
They must have been real scraped up for somebody to notice, too.
Yeah.
Homie, wear a quarter sleeve. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Wear a jacket.
Right?
It's
I don't
September.
Think do they make quarter sleeves
October.
for dudes?
The baseball ones, right? Like those jersey ones.
Yeah. Or like button-up shirts. You can roll those
Yeah.
up.
Roll that up, yeah. Or a jacket. Wear a compressing sleeve on your elbow and be like, oh, my elbow just hurts.
Yeah.
Sir, do something else. So, this caused the police to open an investigation into Cheryl's disappearance, though, right?
Oh, good.
They're like,
Okay.
we have found all of her belongings and not her. You seem shady, and also you have cuts on you.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking sound the alarms.
Good for them.
According to Cheryl's phone records, on October 2nd, after she dropped Michaela off at school, she returned home.
Mm-hmm.
She spent a few minutes on Facebook until about 7:45 a.m. when all action on the phone stopped.
Uh-oh.
A neighbor remembers seeing Cheryl's car in the driveway around 10:45 a.m.
Okay.
and her phone pinged at the house until 10:51 a.m. And then at 10:52, 1 minute later, Cheryl's phone pinged at the Kroger parking lot. Okay? So it moved between
around
that
the 10 o'clock hour.
Yeah, well, 11 o'clock hour, 10:50-ish, right?
Okay.
Surveillance footage of the parking lot shows Cheryl's car enter the Kroger parking lot at 10:52 a.m.
But it's not clear enough that you can actually see who's driving it?
Well, a figure in a black hoodie, black pants, and white gloves is seen leaving the
White
vehicle.
motherfucking gloves at 11 o'clock in the goddamn morning?
It was from a Michael Jackson Halloween costume. I don't know what it actually was, but I hope. They're like bedazzled. He's like, hee, these are the only ones
Fucking
I have.
moonwalking away from the car.
Right?
It's like in Despicable Me, fucking 3 or whatever.
No one will ever know.
The greatest mastermind ever born.
So, white gloves, and
Was it clearly a male figure? Can we tell?
You can at some point later tell that it was a male figure,
Okay.
but
But it wasn't Cheryl.
it wasn't Cheryl. And they're seen leaving the car and out of the view of the camera, right?
Jesus Christ.
Detectives
The fucking balls on people. In the 2018s?
in
Like,
the
come on.
2018s,
What are you thinking?
a public ass parking lot.
I guess we did just have somebody shoot a CEO fucking point blank 7:30 in the morning or
And
whatever.
he's in prison.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I was with Luigi
I am too. But also,
that day.
did you know, very side rant here, did
Love
you
it.
know that the prosecution or whatever has been listening to his phone calls with his lawyer?
Yeah, it's so
Uh-oh.
fucked.
Uh-oh.
It's so fucked.
Do you think it's going to get thrown out?
I hope so, but I genuinely don't have enough faith in our justice system right now. Like, I don't have enough faith in any of our systems at this point in history.
Especially considering people aren't allowed due process anymore or aren't required due process. They could just be like, you know what, send him to El Salvador.
See, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, listen, we're not getting into it
Yeah,
because that's
yeah.
too much and
But
too sad
yes, I hope.
that it gets thrown out because they're doing
Yeah.
shady shit.
But also, I'm like, if he really did shoot somebody, like, that's not good either. You know what I mean? Like, let's figure this out. But also, I have some questions.
Revolutions, they got to start somewhere. You got to have change happen somehow. Don't let that guy die in vain.
We should probably
Reform.
have a whole episode of just shooting the shit on everything that's going on recently.
We'll
like
call
our
it-
hot takes on bullshit.
Pop culture and why we shouldn't talk about it.
Right. And how little we actually know.
And here's what I heard.
And let me just spew the propaganda some more.
Yeah,
Like,
we
I
should
don't
start a
know what's
podcast
fucking real or
called-
not.
I read this on TikTok.
Right?
In an article on TikTok.
Right? Oh my God.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, back to our
Yeah,
story.
So, Kroger parking lot, right?
Right. Okay, man, figure.
So,
White gloves.
detectives determined that this person that exited the vehicle was not Cheryl because just moments later, two separate people called 911 to report a suspicious figure in all black with white gloves using his hands to hide his face while he walked around the area.
What the fuck? That's... You're right. I think it was a Michael Jackson glove. So it's all sparkly and sequiny, so it like shine.
He's like, they can't get a good
take a picture of me.
Yeah.
You'll never see my face.
With all the
Just
reflections.
waving his hands around his face. What the fuck?
These bedazzles. Yeah.
How to not look suspicious 101. Yeah, cover your eyes. You can't see me, I can't see you.
You can't see me, I can't see you. So it was 80 degrees out.
Homie. What are we doing?
Another side note
Also,
here.
I'm proud that 2 people called 911.
I am too.
Yeah.
But also, this must be like a nice area or something where they're
Honestly,
like, that's suspicious.
I was just thinking, like, if we were in the hood, we grew up in the hood, and, like, you don't fucking mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your business,
If I saw
yeah.
someone walking around with their face covered, I'd be like, he doesn't want me to see his face.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a witness.
I'm going to go over there.
Yeah, I don't want to be involved.
I'm going to go far away from that
Not
one.
in these fucking streets.
Is that guy cosplaying as Michael Jackson? Sick gloves. I'm going to go. Not in these streets.
No.
No, they were like, it is 80 degrees and this motherfucker has gloves on.
At the Kroger?
Yeah, no, that's not okay. Also, yeah, isn't a Kroger a nice, like a
I
Trader
feel like
Joe's
it's
kind of
our
place?
version of, like, Vons or
Yeah,
Albertsons
I think
or
it is a
something.
Vons, which is
Isn't Kroger, like, also Food Lion? Like,
I
same
think
things.
Kroger is Vons, which is more expensive than the Albertsons, right?
Right.
Like it's a step above.
Oh, I feel like Vons and Albertsons are the same. Is Vons more expensive? Is it a step
Yeah.
above?
Yeah, I think Vons is a step above Albertsons.
Bitch, what am I doing? There's a Vons over here, and I've just been going there because they do, like, drive-up delivery.
That's why, girl. So
Do-
you just
do
said your whole
Albertsons-
privilege. Albertsons doesn't do drive up. Actually, it might now.
It
Who
might.
knows?
I don't know. I don't have an Albertsons around me, so I don't fucking know.
I do.
Also,
'cause I
anybody
live in
outside of the
hood.
United States or fucking West Coast, I don't know how far Albertsons go. They're like, why do they just keep saying people's last names?
That's true.
Just fucking basic grocery stores.
It is. They're all just fucking grocery stores. But
But the
either
basic
way,
one that's overpriced for stupid reasons.
this basic one, they were like, we don't like you unidentified figures hiding your faces around
At
it.
noon.
At noon.
On
At
an
11
80-degree
a.m.
At high fucking noon.
Who is
on
calling
an
the
80-degree
cops
day?
on anyone at 11 a.m.?
I don't know. It's the people in the Kroger parking lot.
I'm like, he's having a rough morning.
Don't fucking go there, man.
Let him go.
Oh my God. Okay, so but
But-
they never found him, huh? The
Well,
figure.
okay, so it's 80 degrees. It's a hot outfit, right?
Yeah.
You know, they
Red flags.
try and look for him. They call on him, right? Red flags.
He
yeah.
took his gloves off.
So Dylan looked up the distance between the Kroger parking lot and where Cheryl lived.
Yeah.
And it's about a 15-minute walk away, right?
Oh, that's not bad.
The first 911 caller followed the man dressed in black from near the Kroger where they lost him near a middle school.
Okay. Is that in the direction of his house?
Yes.
Oh.
A second separate person who called 911 also called to say that this person entered the middle school,
What?
and the middle school happens to be right next to the Coker residence, right?
Okay.
Detectives obtained surveillance footage from the school,
What?
and from 11:09 a.m. to 11:10 a.m.
Which would be the timing, I'm sure.
On October
If he
2nd,
walked.
the man in black is seen walking past the middle school, walking towards the Coker home. Okay?
This guy really is a dumbass.
He's just like, anyway, I'm going to head through all these very well lit, very fucking public places
Oh my God.
that probably have CCTV.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it fucking was for sure him, like it was
Well, we don't know who it is. It's a man in
walking
all
towards
black,
the residence.
walking in the same general direction as their residence, sure.
Okay.
So on October 9th,
Where was he? Did he go to work? I have questions.
I have those same questions.
Okay. Okay, good. Good.
On October 9th, detectives reach out to Bill to see if he would come in for an interview.
Yeah.
And
Well,
at
Cookie,
this
come
time-
sit down. I have some questions.
Got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
He was the only one of Cheryl's family or friends who hadn't called the police for an update on Cheryl's case.
Suspicious.
Yeah. The husband
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah. Don't worry about finding her.
They'll
We're getting
let
a
me know.
divorce. She has a boyfriend.
yeah, she has a boyfriend. It's
I know.
fine.
She's
I'm
not
sure.
missing.
I'm sure she's fine. So he agrees to this interview and is asked to write a timeline of his actions for October 2nd.
Okay.
It was his day off, so he slept
Oh, it was his day off. Guys, case closed.
in. Case closed.
Motherfucker doesn't have an alibi?
He, well, we're going to find out together.
What?
He ain't got no alibi. He
You
ugly.
We need to bring that back.
Honestly. I don't think you're allowed
Like, to
call
not
people
have an
ugly
alibi
anymore.
for how ugly you are, that's the sickest burn. You ain't got no alibi. Your mama even says you're ugly.
It wasn't a bear attack. You're just ugly.
All right. Okay. So
Okay.
what happened?
So it's his day off. He slept in till about 8 a.m.
Sure.
He spoke to Cheryl through the bathroom door while she took a shower.
I thought you were going to say shit.
Could have been anything. And Cheryl said that her car battery was dead and asked him to jump it, right? So he went and he tried, but he was unsuccessful. I don't know how
you
you're
leave the back
fucking
door open?
unsuccessful with that.
Yeah, what do you mean he tried?
Did
you have another car that works and some jumper cable? Like,
that's the only way you can try. Did you just look at it, kick it a couple times? You're like, it's not working.
oh man,
What do you
battery must be
mean?
out of water. Like what?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
So
It's a half-assed alibi.
he came back and told her through the bathroom door that he had no luck, and then he went back to bed until noon.
No. See, here's the thing, because a woman showering who was like, "Hey man, please go jump my car." First of all, weird time to jump it when I'm in the shower.
I mean, please do it before I...
Well, I guess that's nice, but for divorce, whatever, I imagine he'd be like, "All right, come with me. You're gonna start the car. Like you have to help, right?"
It is kind of a two-person job, or I prefer it to be a two-person job.
Right. You can do it one person, but
Yeah.
two people's way more convenient. You're not
Yeah.
doing that shit when she's in the shower.
Like, you hook
and
it
she's
up,
not ready to go
you rev
anywhere
it.
yet. Like, why would you do it? Because you got to drive it around for a fucking minute. Like,
or
you don't.
just let it run in.
You could, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's plausible, but it's probably not. It's not probable.
But also,
Not
for
for a
him to
divorced
just...
couple.
How do you try unsuccessfully?
Because he didn't.
Yeah.
Because it's a lie.
And then you're like, anyway, I'm going back to bed.
Right. No. At
Right.
fucking, what, 10? What is it? What'd you say?
He
that's
went back to bed
8:30.
until noon. So this
Yeah.
is at like between 8.
Oh, how
and
convenient.
then he
I was
like,
asleep the
didn't
whole
work.
time, and I wasn't back at the house. I wasn't awake until I was back at the house after I fucking hit her shit. Okay, wait. So we know she was alive at like 7:45 because
Yes.
she was on Facebook.
Yes.
And then it stops after that.
Yes.
Okay. So he
Yes.
probably killed her right when she got home.
Weird.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
So during the interview, Bill says very little and doesn't really seem too concerned about anything.
Right.
And police ask Bill why he never reached out to them since
She's missing.
him and Cheryl have been married for 19 years.
Right.
And
you
she's
live together.
missing. Like,
You know something's off with her routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are the number one person who should
Right.
be calling.
Even
right?
if you're getting a divorce, you look pretty suspicious right now because you didn't do anything.
Even if you
Let
have
this
an
be a
open
lesson.
relationship, you
Yeah.
are still
Yeah.
with this person
Right.
in a way, right?
Right. Like, we all care if somebody dies,
Mm-hmm.
even if you don't love them anymore.
He says because they were both seeing other people, so he just thought that she was off doing that, right? She's off boning some
With
other
her
guy.
car here? I guess he's saying she
where
wasn't
he
there?
can't,
He
she
was
can't
sleeping.
get to it because it was dead, and
Fucking
he couldn't.
fair point, right? Like, if you didn't jump it, what
Like,
did you
how
think
did
when you
she
woke up
then-
at noon and the car was gone?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
Probably
Were you like,
nothing.
that's weird. How did she drive it? It wasn't working.
So police
I'm
asked,
still not going to call the police, though. That's not suspicious.
right? Her car was dead, and now I haven't seen her in a while. Maybe her car isn't working. Maybe you should be concerned
Maybe
about
she
her.
broke down somewhere. At
Right.
the Kroger.
At the Kroger.
What a fucking idiot.
So
Sorry.
police ask about the scabs on his elbows, and they ask to see them again. And he rolls up his sleeves and says, "I hit the brick wall when I was cutting the grass."
No, you didn't.
Dylan said, "Bitch, that's not how you cut grass."
That's not how you cut grass. And also, we know his elbow scraped some brick wall. There's truths.
Right. There are truths to things.
Mm-hmm.
So detectives ask how Bill felt about his divorce with Cheryl, and he plays it cool, says he wasn't expecting it to get served papers, even though she had threatened multiple times, right?
Uh-huh.
Quotes are read from Michaela and Marissa about how Bill had a real bad temper, and police bring them up.
Oh, he did? He got a real bad temper?
Apparently.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
And police then bring up the time where Cheryl spent the night at a hotel because she was so afraid of him after the fight, right?
Right.
And he says he's never laid a hand on Cheryl. Like,
I don't know why she felt that way.
don't know why she would say that. But
How
basically,
convenient.
the police are like, hey, these people are saying you have a temper. She
Right.
was scared of you.
We kind of don't believe you now.
Kind of a lot of lies or something
Right.
fishy going on here.
Right.
Bill was asked to take a polygraph test.
Oh,
and
good. Those are always permissible in court.
yeah, right. His response was, quote, I don't know. I don't trust those things.
Hard pass.
Which would probably be my response too.
Right.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, even if I'm telling the truth, I'm probably going to say no. I'm scared.
I'm scared to take a polygraph test just because
Yeah.
you're in a
my
uniform
mind,
and I'm nervous.
My mind can make my heart race. Like, I can't control it.
Right.
Like, I can't. My
It's
mind can.
Like the
do you know
white
how
coat syndrome or
right.
whatever.
Do you know how often every day I have to remind myself I'm not actively dying? Like, homie, those are called panic attacks. I am not the one to hook up to a fucking machine.
Please don't hook something up to me. Yeah.
No. Even when, white coat syndrome, even when I get my fucking blood pressure taken, I'm like, Stace,
Calm down.
it's fine. You're here
fine.
for strep. Like,
Yeah.
just let him take it.
They're not going to keep you.
And I'm like,
So detectives then questioned Bill's girlfriend, Erin. And
cunt.
Erin states that Cheryl
sorry.
was...
I don't know if she is. I'm just saying it because it's your name.
Fucking bitch.
Just to be clear.
Well, Erin states that Cheryl was super cool with her dating Bill. And
Sure.
that Cheryl knew all about the trip to Florida, right?
Was Erin in on this?
Bum, bum, bum. Erin shows detectives a text she got from Cheryl, allegedly, on August 28th, 2018.
Okay.
A month before the divorce was filed, right?
Okay.
It read, he put a quote here, but the names are strange, so I'm not sure how it's intended to be read.
Okay.
Quote, if Cheryl were to die or wasn't in the picture, would you pursue a permanent relationship with Bill? Allegedly, that came from Cheryl to Erin's phone, though. So maybe, like, if I were to die and wasn't in the picture, would you pursue a permanent relationship
Or what if
with
Bill texted it from Cheryl's phone and is a dumbass and accidentally put Cheryl instead of
and
me?
accidentally put... Yeah, maybe.
Like if he took her phone to send the text.
Yeah, to be shady about it. Or
To
see.
even get the answer. Like, would this help?
Yeah.
And then he fucking used her name instead of
Instead of
pretending
quote,
it
me.
was her.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
All right. That's
I don't
fucking
know.
Weird.
So Bill is brought in for a second interview on October 30th, 2018. Also, I don't know what she responded to that text. If she was like, no. What? Who
Don't leave a
dis?
paper trail, homie.
Right?
Like, what are we doing?
So Bill's brought in for a second interview on October 30th, 2018.
Okay.
They tell Bill that Cheryl is dead, and they think that he did it.
Uh-huh.
They give him a second chance to change his story.
How do they know Cheryl's dead? They just tell him that.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm unaware.
We're finding out together.
Yeah. They give him a second chance to change his story because they claim to know exactly what he did on
Okay.
October 2nd.
Yeah, they're like playing hardball.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't cave, though.
Okay.
They follow up by filing warrants to search phone records, bank accounts, and the Coker residence.
Mm-hmm.
But if anything was found, details were not released to the public.
Okay.
Bill was publicly named a suspect on February 19th, 2019.
I wonder what they found.
Bum, bum, bum.
They had to find something. If she was murdered in the house.
Well, the police are now treating it as a homicide,
Okay.
but Bill wasn't arrested
Okay.
because they still didn't have
Right. Enough.
Yeah, anything on him.
Okay.
Cheryl's skeletal remains were finally found on April 25th, 2020.
Oh my
This is
God.
like 2 years later.
Wow.
Almost, right?
Okay.
A year and a half after she went missing. I could just keep reading.
Yeah. You could.
Her remains were found by mushroom hunters.
What?
About a 15-minute drive from the Coker residence.
Y'all want to get some truffles? And then
Apparently.
you find a dead body. That is how you find dead bodies, mushroom hunting, I'm sure.
Oh,
It's gotta be the
I'm
number
sure.
one hobby for finding
Right?
dead bodies.
She was dressed in the clothes that she went missing in.
Oh, God.
And
yeah.
there had been no attempt to bury or cover up her body.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. It was clear that she was killed at another location and dumped here hastily.
Yeah.
And they were unable to figure out the official cause of death, but the coroner stated that, quote, homicidal violence was involved.
Like bones were banged up or something, or what?
Something like that. Like she died. She didn't just land here. You know?
Sure.
Yeah, like she was killed, you know?
Right. Oh, man.
In
And
May,
we don't even know how?
they don't know how. In May of 2023,
Okay.
investigators presented their case against Bill to the prosecutor's office, but no charges were filed due to insufficient evidence.
Oh, no. He got away with murder.
He got away with...
Is he still with
somebody
Erin?
got away with murder.
Oh, it's for sure him. He's got banged up elbows. He was at the house. He's the only fucking person around.
Yep, that's my last bullet, is the investigation is still open and Bill still remains the only suspect in the murder of Cheryl.
He was at the fucking house sleeping. That's the worst alibi.
Just sleeping.
And he's got busted ass elbows. He said they're from a brick wall. And he said he was outside walking the dog or something. Oh, no, he was mowing the lawn.
He was mowing the lawn and he hit a brick wall. So
I wonder if it happened
maybe
outside.
You're like, you know, like I vacuum and I bash walls. I assume it's
Yeah.
the same kind of motion.
But like he hit it with his elbows, like he was pulling it towards him. You don't mow lawns like that.
You don't mow lawns like that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You could tell I've never mowed a lawn before. I was like, you know how you vacuum and you like pull it back?
Yeah,
You
but, like,
don't mow lawns like
pull
that.
it into you.
At
You
all.
can, like as you're walking backwards or something, but generally you reset and then go forward, right?
Yeah, you're just going forward.
And how would you do it that bad to both elbows just once? Like,
And
unless you're continually doing it, then you're an idiot.
lived in this house for a while. Like, are you
Right.
always
We need to
bashing it?
do like a Google Maps, like see what this house is working with. Like, because my house has like cement all around it. So you're not pulling right up to the.
Yeah.
See, to me, that means that there's half truths. Like, he did hit his elbow on some rocks,
Yeah,
cement,
on
something.
something.
So was that outside? Did it happen outside? Probably not. But if they lived in the middle of nowhere, then you could do it outside. But it sounds like they were next to a school and stuff. So it probably happened inside right after she got home.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows if Erin's involved? We don't have any of her information.
I don't know if they're still together. I don't know if she was involved at all, but I'd probably excuse myself from a relationship where a man's wife went missing
Yeah, but
right after she filed for divorce.
yeah, I don't know. It's fucking weird. Okay, so think about it. If they did the house and everything and they didn't get any evidence, that tells me, and if there's like, it's known homicide from skeletal remains, that tells me there's some sort of injury to the bones, right? To let you know. Because all the soft tissue's gone by then.
Right.
So this makes me think like blunt force trauma to the head or some shit,
Something,
right? Like
yeah.
she walks in, hits her with a baseball bat. What are you going to do? Throw her in the tub? Like, how do you kill her the rest of the way so that there's not a mess anywhere is what I'm thinking.
God, I don't know. But they didn't search his house until,
Later.
yeah.
But then it doesn't sound like they can't, because if they searched the house and found like a big ass pile of blood on the carpet, like that's way more circumstantial evidence.
Well, he'd be arrested. if they
Exactly.
found
So
blood
I'm
in the
thinking
house.
they searched the house and didn't find anything.
Yeah.
So that tells me, however he did it, it was either clean, like lack of blood, or he did it somewhere where it's easy to clean, like the bathtub. That's the only place I can think of.
Yeah, but I think you can, like, blunt force trauma someone without having a lot of blood. Like, you can, not that
Right.
it's
Like
necessarily
maybe
likely.
that is what killed her.
Yeah, maybe.
But like if you were trying to
Or
get
a
rid of your
minimal amount of
spouse,
blood.
if you were trying to get rid of your spouse and you're like, I'm going to ambush them when they come home and you're a man, it's got to be blunt force trauma or poison, but
Or
like poison to
strangling.
happen in 3. Yeah, that's true. Strangulation. Well, and I wonder if the hyoid bone was present or whatever. Or maybe
Yeah.
that's the thing that they know.
But I think after a while, doesn't that bone, like, not disintegrate, but, like...
and animals could scavenge it and
Yeah,
shit.
sometimes they don't know if
Right.
anything actually happened to it or if it was...
That's
in
what I'm
the
trying to think of what's the
decomp-
most probable. I think you're onto something with strangulation. That'd probably be the most likely, right?
Yeah.
And isn't that usually considered very personal because you're like in their fucking face? Oh my God. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, fucking, that's insane. That's crazy. And we still don't fucking know. So I think you're onto something though with the strangulation.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess strangled her.
Mm-hmm.
And that is like a 3-hour span, right? Like if her thing stopped at
7:45.
7:45 in the morning and it didn't pick up again until she went to the Kroger, that to me tells me between 7:45 and 10 is when it happened.
Yeah. 10:52, the car went into the parking lot.
Okay.
Or it pinged there. Her phone
That's
pinged
like
there.
almost 4 hours to figure out what the fuck you're going to do.
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to
And
have
he's
an
just
argument,
sleeping.
kill someone.
But he did say he went outside and tried to jump it and that she was taking a shower. So I wonder if she went in to take a shower. Like at 7:45, she's like, all right, I'm going to go hop in the shower. Maybe he did it there. If she's in the shower, you could do
He
anything
might have.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why there's not a mess.
or a DNA.
And then he would have been out at the car trying to jump it, but it didn't work around 8:30, putting her in the fucking car. I think I solved it. I think there's truths.
Ooh,
You see
I
what I
like
mean?
that. Yeah.
Like,
but the neighbor
murder.
also saw the car out there. I
At
don't think he
10.
put her in the car. I think he just moved the car.
Where was her body found?
It was found 15 minutes away.
It had to go in the
15-minute
car.
drive away.
It had to go in somebody's car,
It had to
right?
go in somebody's car, but I don't think it went in her car.
No.
Or if
Well,
it
if it
did,
went in her car, there wasn't blood
yeah,
because they didn't find it.
they didn't
right?
find blood. Yeah. And if he had taken her car with her in it and taken her 15 minutes away and dropped him off, her phone would have pinged somewhere else. And then he'd like take the
Fair,
car back to the
fair.
Kroger.
So
would've
maybe
pinged elsewhere.
between the 7:45,
Mhm.
she takes a shower, binks her out, puts her in his car. I don't know, some
be,
car.
yeah.
Because he's got a driver, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And even if it's 15 minutes away, unless he premeditated all this shit, let's imagine a world where it like all just happened and he's like, fuck, okay,
Mhm.
right? And now he's like, where am I going to put her? There's some woods 15 miles away. I'll take her there. I feel like 3 hours is enough time to try to figure out what you're going to do. Go
Yeah.
do it, come back, clean up, and then go get your gear on to go drop off the car and be back at the house.
Yeah.
Like all before my daughter comes home.
I think it's kind of messed up that you would just shove her out of the car, though, and not, like, try to bury her or
I'm
anything,
wondering,
try to
like, was
hide
there
her?
a road there? Was it near a
I
road?
don't know. And I'm wondering if those people hunting for mushrooms were using, like, dogs or something. So then they go off the path more.
Yeah.
And they go, into the woods more, maybe.
Right.
Maybe he didn't think he had to bury her because it's so wooded. I'm assuming
It
mushrooms
took 2
grow in
fucking
woods.
years. It was a good spot to throw her.
I
like,
guess,
honestly.
Yeah.
It kind of blows my mind that there's places in the world that, won't see a human for 2 years. Or
Yeah,
more.
That's nuts.
I mean,
That's
it's because we
nuts.
live in a fucking popular city, though, that it blows our minds. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure anybody in the country is like, that's standard. That's
normal.
the majority of the
no
world.
one's been in my backyard
yeah,
in 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, what?
I know. Blows my mind. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. And how unsatisfying.
How unsatisfying,
Dude, he's going to do it again, though.
do you think, to Erin?
For sure.
I mean, you got
For
away with
sure.
it.
You
Maybe
don't
you
kill
just
somebody
fucking lay
once.
low once you get away with murder, right?
Right. Well, you would think. He was the one clinging to this marriage. I don't get it. I don't
Right,
get it. I'm
right.
so mad right
Just
now.
let her leave.
Yeah.
Like,
She was trying to.
and he was okay with leaving after Michaela graduated high school.
Something
She's
else happened.
15 years old.
Yeah.
You only have 2 more years.
Right? So fucking weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Dill.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Dylan. I appreciate you. And I will research one next time, I promise.
Me too. So, guys, if you want to check out pictures pertaining to Erin's case, go to our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. Our handle is @ISGD Podcast. If you're on Facebook, come join the goddamn pod group and post memes and just say hi. You don't have to talk about murder if you don't want to. We're just friends there, Just all of us friends. If you want to email us, you can do that at isgdpodcast@gmail.com, or you can snail mail us at
P.O. Box 2764, Spring Valley, California, 91979.
9. And we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.